Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Hello, digital entrepreneurs. I'm so glad to be back here with you in this new year. Welcome back to another episode of Groove Asia Leaders Unite. Here we help you take actionable steps to grow your business, crush your goals, and thrive in the digital space. I'm Karen Allen. I'm the Chief Program Officer here at Groove Asia, and I'm happy to be with you right now. And in this month, we're going to kick it off with something special. Now, January's theme is all about overcoming shiny object syndrome in the digital business. And believe me, we have all been there. I mean, I'm still kind of there, but I love it. Now, whether it is the latest tools, a new business trend, or that irresistible side hustle, it's easy to get distracted by all the exciting possibilities that pop up every day, especially now with AI in the midst. You just want to have it all. But here's the thing: those distractions can take you off and prevent you from reaching your big goals. So, in this series, we're going to focus on how you can stay on track this year, keep your eyes on the prize, and stay laser focused on what truly matters in your digital business. And in today's episode, we're diving into Focus First. Focus first. Master your core goals, one of the most important steps in overcoming shiny object syndrome. So let's get started. So, to begin, let's talk about how to identify your core goals. You can stay focused. You can't stay focused unless you know exactly what you're working towards. Now, this is the foundation of your business success. So, ask yourself, what are the most important things you want to achieve this year? So, we're going to have the end goal in mind this year. We're going to have, the end of 2025. We're here in January of 2025, we're going to have the end goal in mind. What are the most important things you want to achieve this year? And what is your biggest vision? What is your big vision? What is it you want to do? Because everything we're trying to work towards that. Okay. Now, for some of us, this might be launching a new product, growing your email list, or achieving a specific revenue target. Now, whatever it is, your core goal should align with that bigger mission. Okay. So, how do we find that out? How can we figure out what the bigger mission is? So, I'm going to give you two steps. One, break down those long term goals. Find out what your long term goal is, thinking about the next 1 to 3 years. So, we're not going, too far, no 5, no 10 years, 1 to 3 years, end of the year. Perfect time to start doing it. So, what do you want your business to look like by the end of this period? What do you want your business to look like at the end of this year and the end of next year? We're working towards that. Okay. Focus on what truly excites you and aligns with your values, what you want to do. Okay. And be happy about it because you want to have some momentum, some motivation to keep doing it. You don't want to, you know, work on something that's going to be something you don't want to do. So that's step one. Break down your long term goals. And step two is to translate or transfer those long term goals into smaller, achievable milestones. Okay. Make them smart goals. You know what that is. If you know, if you know. But basically, achievable goals. So once you've got your big goals, break them down into manageable projects. And let's say your goal is to launch a successful online course. Your smaller milestones might include doing your market research, which is so important no matter whatever you do. Got to do the market research because you want to work towards something that people actually want to purchase, pretty much. Otherwise, you're working for nothing. Do your market research. And if you want to know how to do that, in the GLUs from last year, we got into digital marketing and marketing research. So go look at some of the past videos on our YouTube channel. You can find out some more information about that on how to do market research. So do your market research, content, create your content. Gotta do that. So we're breaking down those um, The bit goes into smaller goals. The smaller milestones, market research, creating content, and that could take. Well, no, right now with using AI, creating content is not that difficult. Just I don't know which tool to use, but it's really not that difficult. But you do want your content to speak, uh, resonate in your voice. Creating content, building the website, marketing and sales strategy. That's it. Okay. That's what you want to do. So if you're trying to do a online course, those would be your breakdowns. Now this process keeps your goals tangible and attainable rather than just a distant dream. Okay. And finally, ask yourself, does this goal serve my audience? Does your goal serve your audience and your business mission? If it does, it's worth pursuing. If it doesn't, it might be time to rethink that activity. All right. So that's the first thing you're going to do. So, number one, you're going to identify your core goals. And sometimes this might take a minute, it might take a little while, and you might not decide what your goal is by the end of the year, or what you might not have that vision just yet, what you want to be doing. Or you could have like a bunch of interests and you're just trying to mash them all together. That's was my issue. That was my issue. And then to realize, just pick one. Just pick one. Just pick one. Start with one. Because in our step two is what picking one makes more sense. Now that you got clarity on your core goals, let's talk about the power of focus. And that is that just pick one. Now, I'm sure you've heard the saying, focus is the new productivity. And if you haven't heard it, now you have. Here's why that is true. In a world of constant distractions, and that's what we have right now, and is growing more and more and more and more each and every day, it is easy to get sidetracked. When you go on Facebook or if you go on any of the social media platforms and you're going for one specific thing, you're going to just view your messenger. See if anybody, no, not see if anybody, but to check your messages in your messenger. Or you're just going to look at one particular uh, YouTube video. And yet you see a whole scroll of what everybody else is doing. And the algorithms wants you to stay on the platform. So it's going to present you things that you want to see anyway. So you end up spending the next hour or two viewing all this other stuff that you find interesting. And you totally forget what you came on the platform for in the first place. All right. Biggest mistake. Big mistake. So focus, laser focus is very important so you do not get sidetracked. One of the biggest mistakes digital entrepreneurs make is multitasking. But here's the thing. Multitasking actually reduces productivity and leads to burnout. If you're constantly switching between tasks, your brain doesn't get enough time to enter a state of deep focus. Another issue, deep focus. 2024, I realized I needed long periods of time for deep focus. Long periods of time of uninterrupted, long periods of uninterrupted time to get anything done, completed, to get anything completed. I may do a little bit here, a little bit there, and sometimes it's like that. Life happens. You got to cook for the family. You got to put the clothes in the wash. You got to go take, people to appointments, your appointments, folks call. All that is will interrupt your time. So, and it's hard to get things done when you have all of that going on. We set aside some time. We could do some deep focus. Now, in our Groove Age community, we do offer, because we do realize sometimes you need that deep focus, but we do offer the Groove Asia Power Hour, which we do twice a week. It's hosted by Tyra Hoyt, one of our other leaders in the community, where you could come and gather with other digital entrepreneurs, and you have a time where you can work. We all gather there and work independently on our own projects. And sometimes we have a shared time to share what we're working on with someone with the group, but it is a place where you could come and just work. Have somebody else there, your accountability people there to see what's going on and ask you about what you're doing. Ask you about what you're doing, and you'll be able to share that. So that you have that focus, a time set aside, but you also have the accountability there, especially when you share what you're doing or you're trying to achieve. So, again, your brain doesn't get enough time to enter a state of deep focus if you're constantly being interrupted or just got like a million and one things to do. And a lot of those things are just busy work anyway, not something that's going to not something that's going to have an end goal in mind. Okay. So, what can you do instead? The key is to focus on one thing at a time, one thing at a time. It's simple, but it is powerful. It's powerful. So, let me share a great technique that is working for me. It's working for me. I'm trying it out. It's called the one thing approach. So, here's how it works. At the beginning of each day, ask yourself, I actually do this before I go to bed for the next day. But if you're not that kind of person, when you get up in the morning at the beginning of each day, ask yourself, what is the one thing, if completed today, will have the biggest impact on your business? Okay. What's the one thing, if completed, will have the biggest impact on your business? Focus on that task before doing anything else. Anything else. Everything else can wait. Trust me. Your to do list will thank you later. And that's something that I try to do before I go to bed. What I'm going to be doing for the next day. What I'm going to be doing for the next day. Prioritizing that one thing that's going to impact my business is something I'm working on. Okay. Something I'm working on. So we got where you have number one, focus first is to identify your core goals. Identify those core goals. And part two is the power of focus. So that's the first thing. Identify. And then you have focus. And then number three, we're going to avoid those shiny objects. Okay. Let's avoid those shiny objects. So we're going to dive deep into we're going to dive into one of the biggest challenges we face as digital entrepreneurs, and that is object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome. Now, this is where we get distracted by every little trend, software, or opportunity that comes our way. And I get it. I get it. I'm telling you, during last year, 2024, during the Black Friday sales, oh my gosh. I was like, I might need this. I might need that. Ooh, that looks cool. Better get it now. They're doing lifetime. And, I'm gonna try and use each and every one of those things that I took advantage of. Each and every one, or someone's going to use it because it was such a good deal. But doing that, you can end up wasting a lot of time. You can end up wasting a lot of money doing that. So we need to avoid those shiny object syndromes. And if you have the focus and you have your goal, if you have your goal and you're focused on that, you can see, is it going to benefit my goal or is it distract from it? And that could make that decision of yes or no if you're going to actually pursue it or not. Okay, so that's every trend, every every opportunity comes our way, do it that way. But here's the thing, like I say, it does take away your time, your money, and your energy. Because when you get something new, then you have to go and tinker with it and play with it and see how it works, how you're going to fit it into your business, money that you could have used on something else to help benefit your business. So, this is how we're going to avoid the shiny object syndrome. Step one, we're going to evaluate those opportunities. When a new opportunity arises, ask yourself, does this align with my core goals? Is this a quick fix or a sustainable long-term solution? What impact will this have on my business in the next 3 to 6 months? Remember, because we're doing 1 to 3 long-term goals. So this got to have some impact within the next 3 to 6 months. Now, if it doesn't support your long-term vision, it's time to let it go. Let it go. Don't pursue it. Don't get it. Don't buy it. Don't put your attention to it. Just let it go. All right. And step two, create an opportunity, a filter, an opportunity filter. Develop an opportunity filter. It's a simple checklist that helps you evaluate every new idea. If it doesn't pass the filter, don't waste your time. Don't do it. For example, does it align with your business vision? Will it move the needle towards your core goals? Do you have the resources to give this the attention it deserves? I'm telling you, every new thing is going to require that because you got to know, start tinkering it to figure out how you're going to work it. Remember, the best opportunities often come with patience and persistence, not with jumping at the first shiny thing that appears. And a lot of times, you don't need a whole lot of new things to get things going. Excuse me. You don't need a whole lot of new things to get your business going and up and running. All you need, all you need is just a few things, and those things most likely you already have. You already got them. You don't need something new. Hello, Dr. Lee. So glad to see you here. You already have these things, so you don't need anything new. We think we need to get this, that, and the other in order to make it happen. You already got it. You have an internet connection that works. We're not dealing with dial-up anymore. Think yes, no dial-up. You got an internet connection. You have your phone with your camera on it. Make it happen. Those are things you can do. Patience and persistence. Be consistent in what you're doing, and it will happen. All right, so let's talk about the practical strategies for staying focused. So we're in the practical strategies now. We've gone through 1, 2, 3. We're in step 4. Okay, so let's go back to what 1, 2, and 3 is. 1, and to avoid it, to focus first and mastering your core goals is identifying what those core goals are. Okay, that's 1. 2, get focus, power focus, one thing at a time. 3 is avoiding the shiny object syndrome. And number 4, we're going to do strategies for staying focused. Okay, practical strategies for staying focused, because this is going to keep you for the long term. This is going to keep you for the long term. Yes, opportunity filter, that is something. It's going to keep you on the straight and narrow. Straight and narrow. Straight and narrow. That's where the success is. We're not going on the wide and wavy path. Because if we do that, we're going to be led to destruction in more ways than one. Right? Dial up. You're so right, Dr. Lisa. How many young people just ask themselves, what's dial up? I know. I'm just showing my age, but it had been too long ago. But you are right. Yeah, dial up was scary when you got on that phone. Ask your parents if you don't know what dial up is, or ask somebody if you don't know what dial up is. All right, so let's talk about practical strategies for staying focused. Here are some techniques that will help you eliminate distractions and keep your eyes on the prize. Number 1, time blocking. Time blocking is a game changer. Set aside specific chunks of time for a specific task. And that's why I said before, the Groove Asia community has developed the Groove Asia Power Hour, and that is a specific time blocking um, method. Tara uses the Pomodoro method, where you work for 25, 30 minutes, and then you take a break for 5 minutes. Work again for another 30 minutes, take a break for 5 minutes. That's time blocking. Okay, so we do about 3 sessions of those. So set aside specific chunks of time for a specific task. For example, that was one, the Pomodoro method that we use in the Groove Agent Power Hour. You can you might block out from 9 to 11 a.m. for content creation, 2 to 4 p.m. for social media marketing. This prevents distractions and helps you get into a flow state. Because, this is what I'm supposed to be doing at this time. This is what I'm doing at that time. Okay. And since you're working on one goal or in one project, your mind will be easy to flow from one to the next because you're working on one topic or one project. From content creation to social media marketing is still with one project. Okay. So time blocking is one. Another one is the 80-20 rule. Focus on the 20% of activities that will give you 80% of the results. 20% of the activities that's going to give you 80% of the results. So rather than getting bogged down with busy work, zero in on the high impact activities that truly move the needles in your business. High impact. Remember, when we're getting up in the morning or before you go into bed, you're trying to decide what's going to be the main thing that's going to make your business, the main thing that needs to get done that day to move the needle to keep your business going forward. So you already got that in your mind already. All right. So that's the 80-20 rule. 20% of the activities, high impact activities. Number 3, set clear daily goals. Daily goals. Start each day by identifying your top 3 priorities. Write them down. Write them down. Growing up, my dad used to have us to write our goals down, and in the bathroom, he used to see them and check them every week just to see what we're doing, what we're up to, because he worked during the daytime. He worked during the day, so just so he could see what we're doing during the day when he's not there, he'd say, "What's your goals?" And then he would kind of ask us at the end of the week, "Did you complete your goals?" So that lasted for a little while. But I did learn that you need to write them down. Write them down. Don't keep them in your head. So many people who I talk to, and they're like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing." "Well, what are you doing? You got it written down?" "No, it's in my head." Really? Really? Write them down and focus on completing them before moving on to anything else. Get them written down, show them to somebody, put them in your bathroom, put them on your refrigerator, put them wherever you're going to be where you can see them on a daily basis. Put them in your car, put them everywhere. Put them on your desktop screen. Number 4, automate where possible. This is the best time by us living in the AI age. Automate. You could get things automated. One of the best ways to stay focused is to automate repetitive tasks. Now, with the Groove tools, there are some things you can do with that. Groove Mail, you can automate, you could create email sequences when you start doing your marketing or nurturing your clients. Groove Pages when you're doing your web pages. Groove Sales, the upsells and downsells and all that cart, abandoned cart stuff can be automated. You can set up systems to handle much of the work for you. Leave you more time to focus on what matter most, that 20%. Okay, so get those things automated. All right, so let's wrap up today's segment by talking about how some of the Groove tools can help you stay organized and focused. So as I was saying before, some of the things that you can do, it's like with Groove Mail, automate those sequences, those emails that you go out when you're starting building those funnels. You got Groove funnels. You could create a funnel yourself in Groove Pages. The email sequences to nurture your customers. You can use in Groove Mail. Create those forums out. Start building those lists. Those lists are very important. That's where your money. That's where your money is. Okay. So those are some of the things that you can do. All right. So now you have a plan to stay focused. Stay focused on your core goals and overcome those shiny object syndromes. Stay focused. And to kick off your focus journey, I want you to identify your top 3 goals for the next quarter. We're at the beginning. This is January 2025. We're going to make this happen. So, top 3 goals. Put your top 3 goals for the next quarter and share them in the comments below. All right? Let's be brave. Share them in the comments below for the next quarter. And let's support each other and stay in focus. All right? We need those accountability partners. We need people to see the vision. And if you don't see someone's vision, that's okay because it's not for you. But support them in their vision and what they're trying to do. Okay? Let's support each other and stay in focus. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, before I go, I do want to tell you what Groove Asia has coming up. I'm going to add our calendar to the stage. Now, if you try and go to Groove Asia CM, grooveasia.cm right now, there's some funky stuff going with it right now, so don't worry about it. We got you. We're all located here in the Groove Asia community. Some of the leaders that are here, which is myself. I'm Karen Allen. You can always find me in the Facebook group. And these are just some things that are coming up. So after the 5-day challenge, we have the small group coaching, which is going to be this evening. Now, this calendar is set for Eastern Standard Time. So change it to your time zone so you can see what's going on. We have the small group coaching. Most of the people that are here in our community gets an email on when that's happening. So you go to small group coaching. That's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have the Groove Asia Power Hour, which is going to be Tuesday at 8 p.m., which is what I was talking about. That's some set time for you. And we also have the Insider Secrets Club for those who are a part of it. But you can also, if you're not a part of it, you could go to Insider Secrets Club. Its information is not on here, but if you want to, oh yes, it is. The hyperlink in order to get into the Insider information, the Insider Club, you could click on that and be a part of the Insiders Club. And that is where that you can get training on all you need to do to be successful. It has training on everything: content creation, market research, SEO, on building your online empire. And it's a course that you can take when you want to. It's self-paced, but we also meet twice a month. And this is for the first time we're going to be meeting. Oh, that's not this. I'm on the wrong week. But we've met already, and we're going to meet again on the 21st. We're on the 13th. I'm a week behind. Okay, so we have the Groove Asia Leaders Unite and the Take Action. The Take Action, we are rebranding our 5-day challenges. So if you've been in our community at all, at any time of last year, we have the 5-day challenges, which deep dive into the Groove apps. Well, we're going to be doing Take Action. We've done 5-day challenges. This is the time for you to take action. We're going back over those apps, but we're going to go not doing a high level view. We're going to do address the nuances, how you could do the Groove pages, which is what we're working on right now, and building your page from scratch, not using the templates, because you need to know how to do this from scratch, because sometimes using the templates can get you jammed up and you need to know what to do. So that is for this week. We're doing a Take Action Challenge that starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since there isn't really a link here that's provided for you in this calendar, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is grooveasia.cm. Which is youtube.com/grooveasiacm. And I'm going to put that into our comment box so you can have it. And if you go to that, so you can get the link to come to our, get into the Zoom room of our Take Action series, which is right here. But if you click on this Take Action series, it's going to take you to the one that we did just yesterday. And in the link, in the description, you'll find the link to the Zoom. So find a link to the Zoom. So if you want to be in the Zoom room where you'll be able to ask any questions there, come into the Zoom room. The link is found in the description box. And the one that we're going to be doing today, the link will be in the description box. Okay, just to let you know. And lastly, we're going to be doing that all week long. I want to show you this. That's the Take Action series, 2:00. But we also have a live mastermind retreat preview in March, not too far away. We're going to be meeting up in Tokyo, Japan. If you are interested in coming to Tokyo, Japan to meet some of the leaders here at Groove Asia, I'm talking Simon Leon, the Google Insider, or the Internet Insider. He's going to be there. Qingyu Tan, the AI Whisperer. You want to learn some automation on having your business automated? Qingyu Tan, the man to talk to, show you how you can use AI in order to do that. He's going to be there. John Chung, who's our award-winning event organizer, he's going to be there. We're going to be talking about, we're definitely going to be focusing on how to speak, get your message out there, but to do things online. If you have a course, if you want to do face-to-face seminars, if you had a dream of speaking in front of hundreds of thousands of people, this is what we're going to focus on and actually be able to get some assets to show that you're an authority in your niche that you can use in your social media and in your websites. So come to the live preview. We're going to be having it every week. The time is ticking, but we would love to see you there. I'm going to be there. I'm super excited to go myself. I'm super excited to go myself because all the breakthrough retreats have been phenomenal. And we have the small group coaching again that Nick's going to be hosting later on this week, the Take Action and the Power Hour. So those are things that's going to be going on. I want to let y'all know of what's happening. So glad that you are here with us. Dr. Lisa, yes. Let's see in the comments. Yes, Dr. Lisa has been, because she comes to those power hours and very active in our community. She has gone a long way from not knowing too much in online business to building some things out. Got her own course, been doing webinars, consistency. She is definitely building consistency, build consistent content. And that's exactly what she's doing to build her business. And when you do that, guess what? You monetize. You monetize. Monetize. I know y'all looked on YouTube. That is the way to go. TikTok, that's the way to go. Thrive and monetize. That's a good one for 2025. Thrive and monetize in 2025. That's the idea. That is definitely the idea. All right, so we're going to wind this up. Guys, again, glad that you're here with us, here with me. Thank you for watching. Remember, focus on your core goals. Avoid those distractions and take action. Take action. Those are things I want to see you to do this year. Take action, because those are things that's going to keep you moving throughout this year. So until next time, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Simon Leung with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with 5 sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.